So imagine typing out a script, hitting enter, and then suddenly you're watching a photorealistic version of yourself acting it out.
Right, like sprinting, gesturing, all of it.
Yeah, exactly. Like no cameras, no crew, no multiple takes. You're just, well, you're generated. Welcome to your custom deep dive. We've actually sifted through your massive stack of automated inbox clutter to extract the most critical insights. So, to save you some time.
In looking at the sources you provided, a really clear theme is emerging here. We're looking at the rapidly shifting boundary between artificial intelligence creation and the human workplace experience.
Yeah, and that opening scenario we just mentioned, that's driven by an update from Hagen called Seedance 2.0.
Right, which basically allows you to put a digital twin of yourself into these dynamic action sequences. But, to really understand why this matters, we have to look at the mechanism behind it.
Because it's not just pasting your face onto a pre-recorded body.
No, not at all. The AI is completely synthesizing consistent human action and, spatial logic from scratch.
So to clarify, this isn't like traditional CGI in movies. With CGI, artists are manually plotting out wireframes and lighting angles.
Every single movement, yeah.
Right. But this generative AI is actually understanding the physics of how a body moves through space and just conjuring that entire reality purely from a text prompt.
Exactly, and that is the core distinction. It fundamentally shifts what it means to actually create something.
Oh, wow.
And we are seeing that exact same shift happening right now in software development.
Yeah.
Your inbox sources point out that vibe coding is actually already becoming obsolete.
Wait, obsolete? People literally just started doing that.
I know, right?
Because what replaced people using natural language to casually prompt an AI to write code?
Fully autonomous AI agents. The articles highlight new workflows using tools like Claude Code running with Llama.
Okay, break that down for me a bit.
Well, instead of a human constantly guiding an AI step by step, developers are running these models locally on their own machines, which is what Llama enables. And then they just give the AI a high-level goal. The AI then writes, tests, and debugs the entire project itself.
Okay, so if an AI is autonomously coding our software, drafting our articles, and even generating our physical presence on video, the obvious question is, what are the humans actually doing?
Well, based on the workplace data from your LinkedIn notifications, they're mostly trying to escape toxic work environments.
Wow, really?
Yeah. The research shows employees aren't generally leaving for better professional opportunities. They literally just resign to get away from a bad culture.
And meanwhile, the internet is locked in this exhausting debate over whether administrative rituals like writing cover letters even matter anymore.
Right, exactly.
But I want to push back on that divide, actually. If we can build an AI that understands complex software architecture and spatial physics, why couldn't a company just use AI to automate culture?
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Like have an algorithm analyze team morale, automatically adjust workloads, and then deploy these hyper-personalized retention incentives. Why is workplace culture somehow immune to being fixed by tech?
Well, because culture isn't a logistical problem to be solved. It's a shared psychological experience.
That's a fair point.
An AI can certainly draft a perfectly optimized retention email or schedule team-building exercises, but it just cannot manufacture actual trust between colleagues.
Right, because as the mechanical tasks of business break down under the weight of automation, the purely emotional environment is exposed as the deciding factor.
Exactly. You can synthesize a digital twin, sure, but you cannot synthesize psychological safety in an office.
So as automation strips away the busy work, we are left staring directly at how we actually treat each other. It really highlights how bizarre some of our legacy corporate rituals are.
It really does.
Which actually connects perfectly to a mind-bending physics thought experiment buried in your Quora digest.
Oh, the disappearing sun scenario.
Yes, this is such a wild concept. The question is, if our sun were to vanish in an instant, would the Earth instantly fly off into deep space?
Or would it still faithfully follow its orbit around the now missing sun for 8 or 9 minutes?
Exactly, because gravity travels at the speed of light.
Right. It takes about 8 minutes for that gravitational change to reach us across space.
That is so crazy to think about.
So for those 8 minutes, the Earth wouldn't even know the sun was gone. It would literally just keep orbiting a ghost.
Orbiting a ghost. It's such a striking visual.
Truly.
And hey, before we leave you to ponder that, we do want to quickly mention that we are currently looking for sponsors for this email newsletter service.
Yeah, so if you're interested in reaching a highly curious audience, we highly encourage you to apply.
Definitely. It's a great opportunity.
And returning to that cosmic perspective we just brought up, it makes you look a bit differently at those human workplaces we were just discussing.
Oh, How so?
We have to wonder, are some of our obsolete workplace habits, like the endless cover letter grinds or those toxic management style, just us faithfully orbiting a sun that vanished years ago?